Hi everyone, welcome into Primetime TV Show, our special edition, which is Positive Pet Talk. We have been waiting for this show because we have our little princess here who is actually one of our co-hosts. And I think this is about as far as she's going to go today, but I want to thank you for joining us.
Is she too cute?
Isn't she adorable? Yeah, this is Mimi. This is Mimi Dog, and Mimi actually happens to be sporting one of the products, which is an amazing little collar. See if I can scoochy her around here. You're going to be able to purchase these. Absolutely incredible ideas. If I can get all her hair out of the way, I'm going to do some demoing of that. But this one says Tinkerbella, and I wonder why. You can actually personalize. Oh, John, that's great. If I can just get her hair out of the way, bear with me.
She's got her locket on with the Swarovski crystal.
I know. Let me scoochy that around.
Those and look, what does that say?
A tiara in there.
And it says, I beg for treats, and they do. Because every time I go over there, they ask me for treats.
They certainly do. They even hear you on the speakerphone and they start barking because Helena Trangata is their auntie and also their fairy godmother. You didn't know that, right? So I want to introduce my amazing guest because Helena actually brought her husband, Joe Trangata, who happens to be, I call him the dog designer whisperer, his new business. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you.
It's great to have you
being here.
I know. How fun is this?
Yeah.
When Helena told me that you were getting involved, it didn't surprise me because you're an entrepreneur and you must have seen a need because you know how crazy we pet lovers are. So tell us what happened.
Crazy pet lovers, crazy pet lovers.
Well, I thought about it for a minute and realized that half the country love dogs, and the other half loves cats. So I figured, how can we go wrong? Showing people the dog stuff and dog products, and which is a lot of cool stuff, really. It's pretty neat.
It is.
And especially the charms, how you can build up a charm on your dog and say a lot of good stuff.
Exactly.
You know, so.
And it's personalized, too.
Yeah, that turned me on. That excited me.
Let's just show them Snoopy's locket. So Snoopy's a little boy dog, so he doesn't have crystals on his.
No crystals.
But Joe built this locket, and it has things in there that he thinks Snoopy would like.
Turn it around so we can see that.
Can you see that?
I don't know if he can get up. I don't know.
USA and dog bone. And
see how
little cat over there, he's got his eye on. And
how cute is that? So basically, you can put whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
And just what a great gift. And it's a new line, right? Mm-hmm. It's with Origami Owl, and I know many of you have seen our shows. We have our special pieces too. We're going to be talking about these lockets in the next two segments in the last half hour. But right now, we just wanted to bring these ideas out to you to let you know that Origami Owl has opened up this new branch of pet collars.
Paws collection.
It's the Paws collection.
So you have the collar, and you might notice that Mimi has on the black and white, and this dog, Snoopy, has on the black collar. And so you can get them in black and white or black.
Yes.
They come in small, medium, and large. And you can add the little dog bones on there with their name on it, or the name of their best friend. You know, like with yours, you would say "mommy" on it.
I know. But this is really exciting. People spend a fortune on their pets, but I just like, and I've joined the team with Helena, also known as Tinkerbella, and I joined the team because I couldn't say no, all right, because I fell in love with the Origami Owl concept, with the original lockets. I call this my Gigi locket, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But when she said that we can now put these lockets that are so beautiful in being a memory, in customizing, I thought, okay, I'm in.
And what I like about it is the construction of the locket is very well done. They're leather collars, and if I can just borrow your dog there, these slide on, so they slide on for safety.
Right.
So that the dog's not going to, if it were dropped down here, it could possibly come off of the dog. So this slides on, and so it's secure, as does the bone slide on.
See, and that is really a good idea, because what you want is something that's going to be strong and you want something that is going to last, because dogs, my goodness, I mean, she's 14, this one's 11, so we want collars that are going to last. And what I love about this too is that you've got a double loop around this so that you can secure this on really, really tight. See
We've got the collars turned around. Probably the dog
Yeah.
would actually wear it the other way, but we've got it turned around for TVs, for the sake of TV.
Right, see? And I also like this because of the white piping, or the white stitching that goes along. It really gives it a lot of really super duper contrast. But check it out. Think about customizing your pet jewelry. Talk about giving your pets that bling, that doggy swagger for the boys, and I'll tell you, it makes a big difference. And the thing is that really turned me on with Origami Owl is what they do is they use Swarovski crystals. And the Swarovski crystals is the finest crystals that you can ever own, because they pull in the scintillation of the light. So your dog is going to be blinging wherever he or she goes. That is if you choose to do the bling for the boys. And today, I think, just about anything goes, right? Joe, what do you think?
Yes, I think put on bling, I got everything in here. I got USA, dog bones, cats, I got little soccer balls, and I got I love you, master. And,
And Joe really did have a dog named Snoopy, so this is
Did you?
That's why-
this is the story of his dog.
See, so tell us your story.
I'm 8 years old, and my grandfather, who I lived with, brought home this dog. And I said, Poppy, where'd you get that dog? He said, none of your mind. That means, don't you mind. So we brought the dog home, and I says, well, I got to call him something. So when my mother came home, I said, I'm going to call him Snoopy. Now, mind you, Snoopy was just coming out in the cartoon Peanuts. Peanuts was just coming out.
Oh, really?
And Snoopy was the dog in Peanuts, so I named him Snoopy. And every day, my grandfather, very dutifully, didn't realize it, he gave him macaroni. That's a bowl of spaghetti. And the poor dog, by the end of the week, his stomach was on the ground, he couldn't walk.
Oh, no.
Yes. So then it was one day after so much
Oh, no,
of this
don't tell that part. Don't.
No, another part. Okay.
Is it a not good part? Okay,
No, it's not
we'll
good.
save that.
The part we don't know what happened to Snoopy.
Oh, dear.
He died of overdose of macaroni. He's probably diabetic.
How long did you have him?
I don't know, a couple of weeks, but he had enough macaroni to just do him in.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. We need to get you another Snoopy. I think it's time so
My
you can...
grandfather didn't realize that. He just figured it's a dog. He ate macaroni.
Oh, bless your
If there's
heart.
leftover spaghetti, give it to him.
Goodness. Well, this is a really good, sort of kind of a good memory, I guess. I wasn't... You know what? We're unscripted, right?
That's right.
This is the Unscripted Pause Show with the positive pet talk. And getting back to that, we have all these different charms that you can get. Now, I love the Bella. I love
course.
Bella, which is beautiful in
And
Italian.
so when they order those, they have templates. They can put any words that fit into the template. The template is shown online. They're sterling silver. The little slide-on bones are sterling silver. And I'm sorry, stainless steel. Stainless steel, which is actually better than
so that
sterling silver.
lasts like forever and
It's
ever.
going to last. And it's got
Exactly.
some weight to it, so it's not going to bend or get have any real problems with that.
Now you wanted me to show this one too because, oh my goodness, is that bacon and eggs in there? Oh my goodness, look at how cute that is. And then there's a little dog bone, and then a little paw, and surrounding. Now these are the lockets that we wear. So
You can match your dog's locket, or you can
Exactly.
Probably dog charms are the biggest charm that I sell. One charm. We have over 400 charms.
Are you serious?
Over 400 charms. So you can basically tell any story with our jewelry.
Well, exactly.
And but that one's cute because the dog, a lot of dogs are beggars like yours.
Oh, really?
But they beg for table food. So if you have bacon and eggs in the morning, that's what they want too.
Oh, absolutely. But let's talk about some of the other charms that we've got here as well. What is in this one here?
A little dog house.
A little dog house.
A little
Now,
fire hydrant.
and you know what I want to really want to talk about. John is in my ear saying the men should be wearing this one when they're in the doghouse. Very good. That's a good one, John. But yeah, we'll show this one too, because there are a lot to choose from with these for you or for someone as a gift. But I want you to take a look at the surrounding crystals. Those are Swarovski crystals. And I have to tell you that those are all individually hand set, so that they are going to remain in place. You don't have to worry about them coming undone. And Helena, if you could just touch on how the lockets are actually made. Originally they were magnetic. Are they still magnetic? Or
now most of them are twist on,
that's what I
twist on,
thought.
twist off. So that's nice, because like the little locket that Mimi has on, if she wanted to do something in color for the holidays, we could also put her in something that's like a holiday color by changing the twist off face. So that has given us, and that's what I love about our line, is how versatile it is.
Yeah.
If you could just pick up this little twist on right here, the silver.
This one? Okay. I haven't seen that.
This is part of our new
Diamond cut.
studs collection.
Ooh.
And that would be really cute on Snoopy, wouldn't it?
Oh my goodness.
To give that little roughness for that little boy dog.
Look at that.
And of course it's actually made for a people's locket, but someone was just telling me how cute it looked on little boy dogs. So I just thought,
interchangeable.
yes.
See how you can have mother and baby matching lockets. Are you kidding me? I am all over that. Oh, that is so fun. And you know, something else that you can see is, you know what? Why don't we pick this up? Because I think, pick up the whole thing, honey. And let's just show, if we can just tilt this a little bit and hold it still so John can maybe pick this up. There are how many crystals and how many, I mean, all of the different little crystals and charms that you can choose from.
Well, the choice is almost endless because of the fact we have 3 sizes of lock. Well, we actually have 4 now. So we have small, medium, and large, and then we have an extra large, and I actually have one of those. We'll show it in another segment. And that one is not a twist on and off, but these all are. And well, actually, we have a few little odd shapes that, of course, can't twist on and off a heart. But you know, we've got green and we've got gold and silver, and so you've got so many choices. And the puppy locket is a medium size.
Okay.
So many of these would not fit on that, but we do have medium lockets in color as well. And in fact, I have one on right here. I don't know if you can pick that up, John. This is our face for Halloween, so it's black and orange. Wouldn't that be cute? She was talking, and you know,
Stay there, don't move.
I know if you're not a pet lover, you may not get this, but what did Barb say when we sit down? She goes, "This is as close as I could get to a Halloween tie for her hair." Okay, would she put this orange face on her locket?
Absolutely.
She most certainly would.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about the versatility with the origami owl. Joe, we're going to be taking a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more because, you know, something really had to turn you on with your story and the quality of this. We're going to hear a little bit more from Joe Trangata, who is a male guy, designer extraordinaire, whisperer, and we'll think of some other names for Joe. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Call your friends. Tell them to tune in to WeBeamTV.com. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. at a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. Hi everybody, welcome into Primetime TV Show. It's our special edition, Positive Pet Talk. We're featuring Origami Owl, their brand new paws line. In fact, Mimi happens to be our little model here. She's modeling the black and white check collar, and let me tell you something. I don't know what kind of guarantee I would put on this, but I think it would last for many lifetimes over. So it's very, very well made, and it has the little charms. I'm going to show you. Just be a good girl. Let me twist you around here. But take a look. You can actually get the collar, and you get the, oh, she's not cooperating right now. She just likes to sit still. There you go, baby. You can see that you can customize it with your little charms if you want. Or what about identification? Hopefully you're getting your babies chipped, but look at how darn cute that is. And then you've got the customized, these are all slide-ons. And so the benefit there is that these cannot come off because you don't want them to. You want them to stay on there and really make a great gift. I want you to think about Christmas is going to be around the corner, birthdays coming up, all the different holidays for the different cultures and religions. This is so beautiful. But I want to toss this over to Helena and Joe again because I want to hear a little bit of the history of Origami Owl, and then I want to hear from Joe because Joe has been a business owner. He's been in business professional. He's a professional businessman, has been for many years, and so I just want the two of you to kind of jump in there and give us the whole shebang.
Go ahead.
Well, from the standpoint of why I got excited about it, it was almost watching the PC come out again 30 years ago. Which is what I got into. The bottom line is, I thought a lot about this, jewelry, and I said to myself, well, as a man, I didn't want to intimidate other men about jewelry. But then again, there's that old adage, man's best friend is his dog, right?
Yeah.
And who would think that a lot of guys would be turned on by, or not to say turned off by the jewelry. I happen to do some volunteer work, and I work with about 5 or so paramedics, which are usually pretty masculine guys bringing in a lot of gurneys and bodies and what have you. And every one of these paramedics was turned on by this.
Really?
Matter of fact, 2 guys, says my wife has 3 dogs, and guess what? I know what I'm buying now for Christmas.
See that?
Yeah. So it's not something that I thought a lot of guys would be turned off with or because of the jewelry aspect of it. But no, it's not true. A lot of men were turned on just the way I am. Because like I said, what's better than having a man with his dog beside him and what have you, and it's got little stuff. And every dog locket tells a story.
That's right. Whoa, wow. What a nice segue going back to Bellissimo Publishing, Helena Trengata. And that's true because you use the lockets to promote your authors, and it kind of ties in because you can tell a story in the locket. I'm going to tell my story in the next segment, but I want you to touch on the Swarovski and the crystals and the quality because to be partnering up with Swarovski is a really big deal.
Absolutely.
In my whole career with Home Shopping Network, I never sold anything close to this. And you know how crazy I was when you showed us the lockets and everything. It's a really great concept. And there's nothing like Origami Owl. Why is that?
Well, Swarovski is a big part of that because of the fact that every piece of jewelry that we have crystals on comes from Swarovski. And if you are a shopper at all, if you ever buy crystals, you know that Swarovski is the top of the line. And I was so tickled to be able to talk with them when we were at convention and see how the time that they put into designing our collectible pieces, because not only do we have crystals, this is one of our new pieces, by the way. This is a screw on my watch. So the black watch comes with a black face, but I am a purple girl. So these are all Swarovski crystals around the face of this. And I don't know, I hope you can see the colors. So it's a blue purple.
We can.
And I just think it's to die for. So I love the idea that I can wear a watch that everybody else has, but I can change it up.
That's
with
right.
not just the charms, but with the face.
That's right.
So, but the piece that I have over here is our pumpkin, and it's one of our collectible pieces down. So this is one of our collectible pieces that is a Swarovski piece that's made just for us. And we had one, we still have it, but we had, the first one came out with was Olive the Owl, and she was clear. And they were talking about how many months it took them to create this owl because of the folds of the wings and everything. And it was, to me, it was just amazing that they would spend that much time on one little tiny piece of crystal this big.
Wow.
But if you're a Swarovski collector, these are big business. And so now we have the pumpkin, which is not just for Halloween, but for fall. And believe it or not, in a lot of areas, pumpkins are, you know, what they create in their state, you know, like Ohio or whatever. So it's also part of their heritage.
Of course, of course.
And now for Christmas, they just released a snowflake, which is so gorgeous. It's got a little tiny blue tint to it.
I think they're absolutely adorable. And by the way, I don't want to get too off target here, but I want to reach over here and grab this watch while we're talking about watches. Watch this. This is, I always call this the watch bigger than God, because it is. But it is so cool. I love the way you can design and really make changes on this. And it comes in gold, it comes in silver, right?
Right.
And then you've got it in the black, and you can change around the
faces.
screw on. Yeah, the faces.
We don't have a whole lot. We just started. This was the first one.
But, I mean...
We have one coming out for the holiday season.
Yeah, but look at how cute this can be. I mean, you can do so much with this, and the quality is pretty
And all the
darn
crystals
amazing.
in there are Swarovski as well.
Yeah, check that out.
Not only on the watch band, but inside of the watch. They're awesome. That's why you get just kind of overload of light in there.
Well, I don't think you can ever overload too much with Swarovski crystals. They are the creme de la creme. They really are the holy grail when it comes to sparkle and tintillation, because the way they capture the light.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know, we are one of the only 100 partners in the United States with
Really?
Swarovski, which is quite a feather in our cap. You know, there are knockoffs of any brand that
Of
you have
course,
out there.
of course.
And all you have to do is ask them,
Yeah.
are your crystals Swarovski? And you know what? They will say no, because they're not. Ours are.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things that really got me excited, because I have, you know, I've always had a passion for Swarovski, because I love anything that shines, and Swarovski really does it well. But I also wanted to show you that you have a real easy clasp on this too, and it lays nice and smooth, so it's going to be really, really comfortable for you. There's nothing like wearing bling, but if you can also have it where it's comfortable, that makes it even better. But look at the size of that. That is such a beautiful watch. I think this, I'm going to put this on my list to Santa.
There you go.
It's really awesome. So what else can we share in this segment about the dog line? Tell me what experience you're getting, Helena.
Well, as Joe was saying, people love it. And he you know, has also talked to those nurses. I mean, you talk about the guys' reaction, tell them what the nurses say. They're like goo goo gaga over it. Might be my husband selling it to them, too.
His charm.
Yeah.
Well, I come in contact with nurses and paramedics, and obviously people coming into the emergency room, but the end result is the nurses love it. As a woman would say, "Ooh, isn't that so cute? Oh, that would look good on my dog." Yes, it would.
So do you take Snoopy with you? Is that it, or do you
No.
take a tray, or what? How do you?
I show those pictures.
Okay.
That brochure, if you open that brochure
Yes.
up, it
Let me do
shows
that.
everything you wanted to see about a dog. It shows them everything.
Well, everything about the paws line.
Everything.
But we've got
Okay,
these
let's see if I can.
nice dog pictures, and we also have the products. And on the bone, by the way, that price does include the inscriptions as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's
All
not
right.
like you have to get it and then take it somewhere to have it inscribed.
And so in the brochure, it has, look at all these different, this is
they
new.
Relate. They relate their dog to the picture. Some have small dogs, big dogs,
Right.
cute dogs.
Right.
Like maybe little cutie guys.
Yeah, and
They
yeah, I'll
relate to it.
tell you, that's what, they've thought of everything. You have the larger dog collar. So the larger dog collars will fit like your Rottweilers and your Biggies. I mean, they're really big
When we
dogs.
first came out, we came out with this in August, and when we first came out, we did not have the large dog collar, so it just came out because of demand.
Yeah,
And, you know, we
I knew
started
that
with
would
the small
happen.
and the medium dogs, and sure enough, people said, "I want it for my Rottweiler or my
See?
Lab." You
Yeah,
know, so
exactly. Well, we have how much time before we take our break? Oh, only a minute. So I think it's time for us to thank Joe for coming on board and sharing his story. Coming up in the next 2 segments, Helena and I are going to be talking about how we started this and how I was brought to tears about this locket, because in this locket, and Joe, or John, you can go close up if you want before we take the break. My Gigi, who this one stepped into her shoes when we lost her 3 years ago. I didn't have anything for a memory for her. But this one, take a look. That's her hair in there. Her hair is in there. Little dog bone, little cross, little paw, and also there's some little crystals in there. I don't remember if I put hearts or what, but this means the world to me. It's like having her with me all the time. So we're going to be showing that in a little bit, and Helena's going to stay with me.
That's a real story.
Oh, you want Joe to stay? You want to stay?
No, that's a real story.
It is a
That
story.
rocket.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad, but it's also happy too. All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back, and we'll do a little recap on the Paws collection and more. Don't go anywhere. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen.
very educational too.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into Primetime TV Show. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is Helena and Joe Trangata. They are Uncle Helena and, or Uncle Joe and Aunt Helena. As we say, we're unscripted, right? To this little one. And we did our Paws collection in the first half hour. But in this collection, we want to talk about how we both got involved with Origami Owl. I'm going to have you get started, and then I'll share my official story with my locket.
Well, as Barbara kind of spoke of a while ago, I I'm a publisher, and so I'm all about helping people tell their story. And I was looking for a line of jewelry that would kind of go along with that idea of telling your story, because it's so important for us to share our stories. And I hadn't really found anything. I was just hadn't found anything. And one day someone called me up, Lois Dye, some of you may know her, called me up and said, hey, I found this new line of jewelry. I thought you'd be interested. And she told me about these cute little charms, and you put them in the locket, and it tells a story. And I was like, I'm in. And the story of the girl who started this company, who is 14 years old. Her name is Bella. She's 14 years old. She wanted a car for her next birthday, or for her 16th birthday, and her mom said, get a job, and which I totally agree with. And so she started putting charms and lockets for her girlfriends. Back then, they weren't nearly the quality of this, because these are just to die for, gorgeous.
Absolutely.
But that's the way they got started. She put the charms in, sold them at school. It got to be such a big deal. They went to the local kiosk at the mall, and when the line was out the door, they said, hey, you think we got something here? Maybe we should go direct sales. And so they went direct sales, I think about 5 years ago.
Well, look at the close-up here. Let's talk about these crystals. If you're just tuning in, maybe you're getting home late from work and you're on the show here, we want to really, really drive home the fact that these are Swarovski crystals. Each one of those stones are individually set, which means they are going to stay in place. I have tried similar, as we call them, knockoffs. The stones fall out of them. They do.
And they're not Swarovski.
And they are not Swarovski. So if you're looking,
Swarovski has spent a lot of time and money in their research to figure out how to make the stones as gorgeous as they are.
Yes.
Not just the shine, but the staying power of them. And I'll be real honest, when we started this company, early days, we did not use Swarovski crystal, and I was disappointed in that.
I remember.
Because I am a Swarovski girl. However, as time went on, we've gone only bigger and better, which is why I'm still here. Over 4 years ago was when that started.
And the bigger than God watch that we showed earlier, we'll show that again.
Yeah.
Is yours.
And this one is very close to my heart too. I just made this one, and it's got a little coffee mug in there. It says, faith, love, and coffee.
See, and that is so you, because I know how we love our coffee.
And then it's got the little baby feet, about for my babies.
Yes.
And something else, which is like be brave or be strong or whatever. That's the kind of thing. But the same locket, you could take all of that out, and you could make this locket, which is what I made last year for Christmas, actually. So I'm a Nona, so I have the word Nona in there. I have a little cross on the side. And then I have the birthstones of my grandchildren. At the very top, I have a little train charm that we brought out last year for Christmas, because my first grandson was a lover of Thomas the Train.
Aww. So's mine.
So
Yes.
he was a Thomas the Train guy. So that to me is Trevor right there. And I just got a note from Trevor today. In fact, you don't know this yet. Trevor just got accepted in the college of his choice.
Oh, go
he's
Trevor!
A senior in high school, and I've got a little Trevor train.
Oh, that's precious.
Yeah, this is my grandma locket. My Nona locket. So this is why I love this company. This is why I love sharing my story and seeing other people, because I built lockets from people. Everything from dog lockets way before we had the dog lockets.
Right.
People who have lost their, I had one woman who made 3 lockets with her mother's ashes. She put all the little beach things in there with mom's ashes, and she gave one to each sister because they like to go to the beach together.
Aww.
And as I'm building this for her and talking to her about it, of course we're both crying, but it touches my soul, and that's really why I love this.
And don't you find that today giving gifts from the heart and from the soul are much more meaningful because it's a gift that really keeps on giving?
Oh,
right?
yeah. I mean, you know, I have jewelry, obviously, but I love to tell the story, my story in jewelry, and most of the time you can't do that. You know, I have a little fairy in this ring, and that's because this lady right here nicknamed me Tinkerbella. I have a little fairy in there. I have my magic wand, and I have a little alarm clock, which I don't think is available anymore. But the thing is, isn't it about time that you find the magic in you? That's what that's
yes,
for.
absolutely.
You know, it's always time to find the magic in each other. You know, we see things on Facebook every day and the TV and the news that's so depressing and so down.
Sure.
We need to encourage each other all the time. So this is like, it's time for you to find the magic in you.
And I'm glad that you shared that. But something else that I really want to pull together here is the fact that you are a husband and wife in business, really selling the magic, offering the magic. And to me, that touches my heart because, like I say, there's nothing like a gift like this that continues to give on giving because it doesn't stop. When I pull this out and I wear this and I just touched it and got a fingerprint on it, I'm sorry. But
John, sorry.
sorry, he's going to come out here with his little cloth because he's, you know. But this locket means so much to me. And I had a sad moment this morning, but I got out of it. You know, I was really counting my blessings for having Gigi as long as I did, and to be able to have this as such a beautiful memory. And all the sparkle just reminds me, from the crystals, from the Swarovski crystals, remind me of the sparkle that she brought in our lives. And within 3 days, God blessed us with this little munchkin. And she stepped into Gigi's shoes very comfortably. But take a look at that. And you know what? If you can just stay there, John, for a moment, I'm going to stick my hand in there because I want to show you the quality of the gold tone here, all right? It's open in the back and the front. This screws on and screws off. But my rings are in 14 karat gold. And the necklace that you see there was my mom's necklace. So I have a memory there, and that's in 14 karat gold. So you can see how you can wear these quality pieces of jewelry with your gold jewelry because of the quality there. And I mean, you know how nutsy cuckoo I went when I saw these lockets. Never sold anything like this, and believe me, 15 years of doing jewelry show after jewelry show on the Home Shopping Network, nothing like this. We had, God bless you, we had beautiful jewelry and still do. Nothing quite like this though. So thank you for making me not say no and saying yes. I will become a designer with you. And for the two of you guys to team up, and now Joe has the Paws collection as his baby. And we're going to continue to do these shows and show what's new. And if we can, we were going to show some of the charms. They're so tiny, I'm not sure if they will depict their true personality.
But they can see them on our websites.
You can see them on the website. We'll put our websites up. You can go to either one of ours and check them out and really hone in on close-up shots to see exactly what they are. But
the detail, and here's one, for example.
It's the detail, even for something tiny.
Joe is a musician, and we really like karaoke, as you know, and so we've often gone to karaoke, and you probably cannot see it. However, this is a little tiny microphone, and the little tiny microphone has Swarovski crystal on it. Now that little tiny charm sells for $5. So you can put, you could put a keyboard in there. You can make it all about music if you want to. But if you're a karaoke fan, that's one of our newer ones that are just so cute.
I love that. I have to have that, you know.
We have Minions charms, and we have, I mean, you just name it, and we've got it almost.
Superheroes? Do we have superheroes yet?
Oh, John must want superheroes.
He was in my ear.
But I have Waldo.
we have red, white, and blue, and all kinds.
And they just brought back the Puerto Rico flag, which we had.
Oh my goodness.
Was not available anymore for people who are supporting Puerto Rico. And we brought back the Las Vegas charm because of the people who wanted to show their support.
Perfect.
And when we bring back something like that, we normally bring it back as a force for good. So we have a whole line of charms that we call force for good. And so we have all of the ribbons are we out of time? So if you can just tell me if we are. We have all of our ribbons, and a portion of each, the cost of each of those ribbons goes to cancer or pancreatic cancer, or to, this month is sudden infant death. And I can hardly say that.
Origami Owl is really good about that.
Yeah, and we have a bullying special this month. That's
I didn't know that.
Our Force for Good. So we have a little bullying locket that you can buy online to say, I take a stand against bullying.
Oh, very
good. And that
good.
goes to I mean, I don't know exactly what group, but it goes to a group that supports not bullying, anti-bullying.
Yeah, but that's
and
good.
So it's, you know, we've got seasonal things. Our Christmas line is just delightful. It's coming out.
Oh, the snowflakes.
It's actually available today for us designers. I've already ordered mine.
Did you?
Course. And on Wednesday for all of you consumers. So it will be available for you to see, and you will not believe, we've got this cutest little Christmas tree. It's all in silver with lots of crystals on it, and then it's got a little gold star at the top.
Oh, how cute.
How
and
cute is
what
that?
kind of crystals?
Swarovski, of course.
Swarovski, of course. And now, are they all Swarovski now?
We're all Swarovski
So we are
now.
100% Swarovski crystals from Origami Owl. You'll be able to go to the websites and, you know what, sit back, take an hour or more for yourself and just peruse the website and see the quality, see what's there. And you know what, I didn't even touch on this, the affordability. These pieces of jewelry just give back and continue to give back. Now's probably a good time, right, to start ordering for holidays for next year.
Because they will sell out.
Even graduations.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
I said, my grandson's graduating next June. I've already got it on my calendar.
Oh my goodness, how
and,
fun.
Yeah, it's so I could maybe replace the train with something more adult for him. But you know, to me, he'll always be Trevor with his little train, Thomas the train. But it's those are nice memorabilia pieces.
Yeah.
So you know, we used to have way back when we used to have like mom's rings and all.
Right.
But this is so nice because, like, you do something like this, and this is what I'm doing this year too, is I'm making these for my special people and using them as Christmas ornaments, because
Oh, what a great idea.
who doesn't want a Swarovski crystal ornament on their tree? And this makes a really nice Christmas ornament. And my sister goes by Nona as well. So guess what she's getting? Are you watching, sis?
Well, I think it's time for us to get into the break mode here, and when we come back, we still have one more segment to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you a little eye shot of some of the crystals that are coming up, and you'll be able to get those. We've got rose gold, white gold tone, and gold tone, hearts,
Black.
and black, which is what you're wearing. So stay right where you are. Put your favorite beverage on, and we'll be seeing you after this.
Yeah.
At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. And we're back here with Primetime TV Show. I just gave Mimi her cue, and she's right on cue here. We weren't going to keep her on the show, but she's doing so darn good, right? Yeah. She's really hanging in there.
She and Joe both.
Yeah, Joe hasn't nodded off yet, so he's not bored, that's for sure.
Snoopy's happy.
Snoopy's happy, definitely. Well, welcome in, everyone. We have just a few minutes to share with you some of the things about Origami Owl and these fantastic lockets that we were talking about earlier. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. With me is Helena Trengata and Joe Trengata. Aunt and uncle. I got it right that time. Yes, I had it reversed last hour. To this little girl, this little canine Yorkie, who is actually our life coach. But we were going to be talking about the diffuser lockets and some of the ones that are also offered while you're tuning in with us. I received this just yesterday, when my friend Helena took me out to lunch. We had a lovely afternoon and gave me this diffuser locket that I absolutely adore. These are all Swarovski crystals again. Check it out. And inside is this disc where I put all my essential oils. And I tell you, the quality is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And this actually unscrews too. I know Mimi likes this. You know why? Because the relaxing oils are in here and she loves them. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why she's so calm, because I have my special Je t'aime in there and she's loving it. So thank you again for this, my dear. Mm-hmm. But this is actually an enlarged one. I have two other ones that are a little bit smaller, but they don't have as much bling as this one.
Right.
So, do you have this one?
I do. I don't have it on today, but I have one that you can get this one as a locket or a bracelet.
Yeah.
I have it on one of our wraps. And like she was saying, and like most of our lockets now, you just unscrew the top, you twist it off. And then in this one, I have a ceramic disc as well. And I put a couple of drops of oil on that disc. And then I can just diffuse my negative day at any time I want to.
And it really does work. And there's nothing, I haven't seen anything like these diffusers out there. Now, what colors do these come in?
That one comes in silver and gold.
Okay.
This one comes in silver, gold, and black. And then we also have it with the little, I don't know if you can.
Stay there, don't move.
So we have it in the little butterfly.
I hadn't seen the butterfly.
Yeah, the butterfly. And then we have the one for the holiday, which is a snowflake.
Oh, look at this. Right smack in the center is a beautiful Swarovski crystal. I cannot say this designer crystal enough, but every single piece from Origami Owl has the Swarovski crystals in it, and you're just going to love them. I mean, just think about giving these as a gift.
Such a gorgeous gift. And if you don't want to use it as a diffuser, you don't have to.
Right.
This looks lovely with like red and green crystals inside of it. Makes it very festive. All of them. I've worn the one that Barb has on. I've worn that with colored crystals behind that. And I love the story about that too. And the fact that our designers and a lot of the team, the creative team, went to Italy. And Joe and I have been to Italy, and we just were, gaga with all of the churches and the museums and the art over there. And they were too. But then she saw that the designers were kind of looking down on the ground in the building and kind of looking around. And she said, "What are you looking for? Here's the David." And they're over there looking. And they said, "These grates. Yeah. These grates are so fantastic, such fantastic design." And this piece was designed after grates that they saw in Italy.
Wow.
And I love that.
I love that too.
I love the vintage look of it. I love the, to me, it just, and every time I wear it now, it just brings back a little bit of Italy to me. Don't you remember seeing things like that?
Yeah. And you can layer these lockets like what you've done. I mean, every time I see Miss Tinkerbella, she is just dripping in jewelry, and she never wears the same thing. it's always different, and she steps up to whatever season it is, and that's what I love about it. And to be able to customize these, you choose, you become your own designer. And what's great about it is that they are so interactive and interchangeable with other pieces of jewelry, other necklaces. The line, you can purchase necklaces if you don't have one, but if you're like me and you have a favorite necklace, this was my mom's. She wore this every day, and so I have it now and I wear it every day. I have my cross and a little medal of protection on the back of it right now so that I can really showcase this particular one. But it has my dog Gigi's hair in it. When we lost her, she was only 7 years old, and this just is so precious to me. I cannot tell you. Think about that. I mean, there's nothing like giving a
designed another
gift
one
like
for
that.
a fundraiser.
Exactly.
And I love that too.
Yes.
Is to be able to, we've designed several for people that are doing fundraisers. We've designed them to have a specific locket they sell, and then they get the monies toward their event, toward their fundraising. And Barb designed one. I don't think she has it with her today, but this was the shape that she used.
I used the heart, and when I did, it was the first Dancing with the Local Stars, wasn't it? Yeah, in 2014. In fact, the anniversary is coming up pretty soon. And Helena did a fundraiser. I chose a pair of dancing shoes and some musical notes, and
some bling in there for sure.
Oh yes, there was a lot of bling in there. This is a pretty good sized heart locket. And what she did is she took some of the proceeds and gave to the Junior Service League, which I thought that was just so fabulous. You see,
and I will be glad to work with any of you to do that, because I love giving back. Most of you know that Barbara and I are both involved in a lot of charity work, and that's where our heart is. And so this, I really say that I do the Origami Owl so I can support my charities, is what I say that I do.
I know you say that all the time.
I do, because 20% of everything I sell goes back to All Children's. That's my charity of choice. And, we're kind of retired. I mean, we work pretty hard for being retired.
Right.
I'm retired, but we don't have that extra income anymore to donate as much as we used to, and so this is a way that I can continue to donate to my favorite charity.
Well, I can't believe we only have 1 minute, John. My goodness, did you hear that? That's our time cue. We have to close our show right now. So we want to thank everybody for joining us, and you'll be able to go to our websites. You can check out the Paws collection, which is Joe Trengada's, his entrepreneur collection. He saw the vision with it.
The designer for the dogs.
People and their dogs. I mean, we'll just do anything for them. And we do have, again, if you want to give a gift that keeps on giving, try these Origami Owl pieces, genuine Swarovski crystals in every single piece. That's all they design with, and they're very, very affordable. I can't thank you enough for coming on and showing the collection.
Sharing your story with us.
I know, it's really a lot of fun. So until we meet again, I hope that you've enjoyed the show today, and my little star here.
She's done very well.
She's done really good. The breeder said you can just take her anywhere and she'll go with the flow. So right now we're going to flow on out of here. I think this is a good wrap. Thanks for joining us today. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.